Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Daily Oshae. We had a bye week last week. We're back here to talk about a couple things. First of all, we're going to shout out to Patrick Mahomes for getting the biggest bag in sports history. He earned it. And I hope that some other quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson or somebody gets Dak Prescott, somebody gets close. Close. I know they're not going to get the 500. Maybe they might get 200. If Lamar Jackson continues his work. That may not necessarily get 2. Lamar might get 2. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We back to talk about them LSU Tigers. The mighty Tigers. The 2020 undefeated, unscathed Tigers. The back-to-back champions to be Tigers. We back to talk about that defense. First, we're gonna talk about that what's going on with the as far as the only conference games being played. First of all, let me say Texas, they saved you. They saved you. All right, the game was close last year. Sam Ellinger, he was getting off. Devin Duvernay, he was killing us. He was going crazy. Won't be none of that this year. The score was like 20-7 at halftime. That's what it'll be like this year. Oh, that's what it would have been like this year. But only in the second half, it'll be 40-something. It'll be 45 again. But it's going to be like to 20, 17, something like that. So Texas, you ought to be thinking that we going to play conference only. And for all you conference folks, especially the rivalry, that didn't do nothing but make it worse for you. They didn't do anything but make it worse for you. That just gives them more time to prepare for you guys. We know Florida. We know y'all think y'all about to be good this year. Everybody want to talk about everything LSU lost. Don't nobody want to talk about everything Florida lost. But, okay. I'm here to talk about them linebackers today. First of all, Bo Pelini is the linebackers coach along with the defensive coordinator. So they get to work with the goon himself. They will be very knowledgeable of this defense. They have a massive defensive line in front of them that will be giving offensive lines fits throughout this possible short season. All you conference teams will be in deep trouble because these linebackers here coming in. We can start with Damon Clark. There's a lot of talk. We're going to get to Jabril Cox. We're going to get to him. He's a goon. But I want to talk about Damon Clark. Damon Clark's smacking. Anything around, he is smacking. He's about 6'3", right around 240. All muscle. It's no games. He is the thumper. He is definitely going to be giving running backs headaches all season long, all game long. Okay? Jabril Cox comes from North Dakota State. We know about North Dakota State. They don't lose. This man was a 3-time All-American. When he decided he was going to transfer instead of going to the NFL, where he probably would have been no less than a 3rd-round draft pick, it's because he decided he wanted to play his last year of eligibility on the big stage. And he picked LSU knowing that LSU had lost both of the starting linebackers. He comes in with experience. He's 6'3", 233. He can move. He's fast. He's great in the open field. And again, there's a massive defensive line in front of him. in front of both of these linebackers, there will be no running the ball. The screen game is not going to work. You know, they're going to be moving too fast, and your running back's going to be a little scared, knowing that Damon Clark is coming, because he's coming. Lord, he's coming. He means business. You know, outside linebacker, you got you're probably going to put either Ray Thornton or, you know, maybe the young guys. You know, I personally like Devontae Lee moving over to linebacker. You know, the man was a problem in high school. This man was he was a 4-star wide receiver, but he was big. He's already 223 on a 6'1" frame. This man was a 4-star wide receiver. You understand what kind of speed that brings to the defense? Again, I say there's a massive defensive line in front of these boys. And Devontae Lee is a sophomore. Redshirt freshman. You know? So it's an even game. The young boys coming, Josh White, Antoine Sampot. First of all, let me go on Antoine Sampot, because I'm from Virginia, you know, born and raised. You see it right there, 7'5'7". Now, he not 7'5'7", but he from Virginia, okay? Antoine Sampot is a goon. When I saw this man highlights, he was cold smacking everything around him. He was committed to Clemson. There go Ed Orgeron being Ed Orgeron again. You know, just going and stealing recruits. You know, snatched them up. You know, so Ed Orgeron recruiting everywhere. You know, he getting goons from everywhere because he got a safety from Baltimore. You know, so he in the DMV. You know. And then he got Josh White out of Texas. Dead fast. I mean, all over the field. So it's how he's all over the field. He's chasing everything down. Micah Baskerville is another one that, you know, he's not going to just let Jabril Cox just come in and just take his spot. But Jabril Cox is going to have to come in and battle him. Micah Baskerville has been there. You know. Shout out to Marcel Brooks. I know he transferred. You know, hey, you know, he wanted to go closer to home or whatever reason it is. Hey, just wishing the best. You know, you hate to see a 5-star leave. You know, you hate to see that a talented guy who's aggressive. You know, but hey, you know, you just got to wish him the best. This LSU defense with those linebackers, because of that defensive line being so big and explosive, athletic, disruptive, these linebackers are going to shut everything down in the run game and in the intermediate pass game. Not going to want to throw them short passes. So again, this little abbreviated schedule is not going to help you defensive or you SEC teams. The SEC offenses are not going to be able to compete. LSU's offense is going to put numbers up. All this does is give them more time to get prepared. They are loaded with talent. You all are not. But your offense is going to have a hard time trying to keep up. And they're going to be forced to pass the ball early. And the next discussion will be about that secondary. The safeties and DBs, we already know who's the best DB in the country, so your best wide receiver getting shut down. You know, Alabama like, oh, Devontae Smith. You know, they know it was a trick play. And they know the last touchdown Devontae Smith scored was with 1:37 seconds left. It should have been in the prevent or the dime package or something. You know, but you know, we're gonna let them talk. Devontae Smith gonna get shut down too. There will be no running the ball. Every SEC offense will be one-dimensional. Running backs will be getting Running backs will be getting smacked and put out the game. Quarterbacks will be getting smacked and put out the game. A lot of y'all gonna fold this year. That's why this team is going to be better this year. Because a lot of y'all gonna fold. Because the offense ain't gonna want no more problems. And LSU offense, when it's time to just run the game out, you know, when they tired of passing the ball, they done pass it all over you. Again, Miles Brennan, they came out there slinging it, you know. Y'all better hope that there's no season. I'm telling y'all, this abbreviated schedule is going to make it bad for you SEC fans. Real bad. You understand? Y'all better hope there's no season. Y'all be blessed. Daily Oshae signing out. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We'll be having guests on the show. But yeah, just give me a couple of views. We appreciate you. Have a good one.